continue that game of Scythe that we were in the middle of. I don't imagine we'll do 3 games, but yeah, last time I was not too happy about that. I am hosting, by the way. Or do you not see it because I'm in invisible mode? You probably don't see it.
Let's see if it sees.
There. I'm online now.
To refresh the server list.
Yeah. Let me check to see if we can't use the wind gambit before we click or not click. That is a question. You may play this episode with the airships and or the Doomsday Clock or backup plan resolution tiles from the Wind Gambit. So let's just enable the airships. To be honest.
Okay, sounds good.
Since the AI is always stupid about, the actual goals of the game. Anyways. Okay. So now I have a guy that actually extremely benefits from the fact that they are. Yeah. Anyway, let me go ahead and load in the saved object. Rise of Fenris, first game, totally not a sarcastic name. Okay, that's our little save bag. We'll open that up here in a second. Player mat. Draw myself 1. I get militant.
I got industrial. Are we mulliganing that due to Rust via industrial being banned?
I mean, that was just a recommendation. Did we ever actually ban it in our games? I'm just asking. Did we ever actually ban it?
I don't remember, but for how badly I've been whooping you, especially with you learning a new faction, I feel like I should mulligan.
Okay, fine. It's whatever, man.
Mechanical again.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget to set up. Since I have an extra stage to set up the Fenris faction here. Is what I. Come on. Oh, hell no. Toggles do not snap, please. Thank you. Lock you into place. Mute real quick. I gotta go talk to somebody. Be right back. Alrighty then. I am back. Actually, hold on a second. Gotta add the HTTP, I guess.
Alright, could you promote me so I can delete some of
I'll
these
promote you.
zero?
Don't forget you've got to use the thing from the bag, not the
No, I remembered that.
Okay. Let's see here. There's other setup I have to do here. And I looked this up between games, so I want to be sure that we're doing it correctly. So, I have to fill in the 2 circles that are the blue circles, right? But I can fill in all 4 of these with a combination of stuff from my ability sack and the mech mods I have earned. Although we haven't unlocked mech mods in this playthrough. So, effectively, what it says is out of my 18, I draw 6. So, scuffle, scuffle, scuffle. Draw 6. And now, I'm just going to, show these to you, just to show you, like, what's up. From these 6, I've got to, craft my mech abilities. So, this faction is very good at being, versatile for the game you're playing.
So
But you're
you
not.
can get Lake Walk.
Yeah, but you're not always going to get the shit you want, though. That's like this is Race's problem, right? Is I randomly drew 6 from the sack, and I get to choose effectively 4 of them if you also include, 6 of them if you. I could overwrite those, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I doubt you're overriding speed.
Not considering I'm green player. Like, green player or purple player, speed is like god mode for them. You know?
I mean, it's God mode for everyone. You just don't have it, so it feels much stronger than it does normally.
I'd say it's especially god mode because I don't have to worry about getting the Riverwalk mech.
I'd say it's especially God mode because you can factory move.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let me look up. When do I see the factory cards? I actually know what factory cards I have before I set this up. Okay. So, um, we shuffle the factory deck. We put, I guess, 4 out there. We put 4 out there. And then I draw 3 factory cards for myself, and the deck off to the side is the one you want to delete.
Which deck?
The deck to the side where the factory cards are. So
Okay.
that's the extra deck. So I get to see what these 3 cards are beforehand, and my deal is I can only use each factory action once, but obviously my so-called advantage is I get a plethora of factory cards, and I get to customize my my mech abilities. Okay.
Oh, fuck. All my infrastructure mods must have been selected.
Excuse me?
All my infrastructure mods must have gotten deleted.
Okay, well, you know what they are, so just go to the box and pick out the infrastructure mods, and since you know what they are anyways, right?
What the fuck is going on right now?
I believe you unlocked the floor.
Neat. Neat. Okay.
Shall we restart so that way we just have a fresh thing here?
Yeah.
Because we can't rewind because the scripting gets hyper aggressive when we rewind. Same. I was about to ask same bottom shit, and I was about to look up what mine was. So same bottom shit? Or new bottom shit?
Sure, same bottom shit, but I didn't write down what those objectives were, if that was what you were talking about.
No. We can redo the objectives.
Oh, you just meant factions. Okay.
Yeah. Delete. you. Get you guys off. Okay, this time, do not unlock the floor, Brian.
I'm not sure how I even selected the floor.
If your mouse is hovering over the floor and you hit L, it's considered to be you selecting it.
Well, I doubt that I was over the floor.
I mean, obviously you were. Huh. Neat. Okay, let's toggle. Let's get rid of snap. So, I went ahead and looked up what you would have to do if the AI got this faction. It turns out, if the AI gets this faction, what they do is they remember that bag that said, you know, it had like a token for each of the factions.
Uh-huh.
You draw like 3 or 4 of those, I think, and what it does is he's also considered to be those races for his AI cards.
Neat.
Alright, this time I got a completely different set of abilities. Hey, cool, I got the slightly nerfed version of your teleport. And I got the... Oh my god, Brian! If I wanted to, I could be the speed mech teleport assholes. Like,
Neat.
I drew 4
Teleporting in
teleports.
3 different ways.
Yeah, teleport in 3 different ways with speed mech.
Neat.
I mean, honestly, I don't need my river walk considering I'm not behind a river. So, and honestly, it's a terrible river walk.
Right. You don't use flag tokens anymore, right?
Nope. Flag tokens are for Albion. I'm not Albion anymore. So, for future reference, Brian, this symbol right here,
What symbol where?
this symbol right here, that's the symbol
Okay.
for it can't be used against the AI. So, in other words, in
Oh,
games
okay.
where it's just you versus the AI, which is what the game's sort of designed for, you remove those out of the game. So, that being said, since it's not just me versus the AI, I'm going to say that we're going to say that those symbols means that those symbols are, you know, it's still in play.
You can get it, you just can't use it
Against
against
the
an
AI.
AI opponent.
Yep. That's the way we're going to house rule it since we are playing with admittedly custom rules as it is. Interesting. Okay. This one. I'm going to get the slightly nerfed version of your teleport. And I'm going to get Lake Walk. Or should I get the tunnel one? Okay. Yep, that's what I'm going to get. lock you into place.
So I'm basically going to have to relearn your faction, and so are you, on every freaking run of this,
Yeah.
or every episode.
Yeah. So mine is if I have a spare 2 power, I can gain an additional combat card to play. I have the slightly nerfed version of your teleport. I have Lake Walk plus Lake Walk teleport and speed.
Art thou speed?
Like, I don't think that speed is ever going to get overwritten, by the way. Just an FYI.
Damn, our airships cannot move workers.
Okay, so we have the if you're a white player, you can do all 3 options airship. And before you engage your combat airships territory, you may pay 1, 2, 3 resources and airship, reduce your opponent's power by 1, 3, 5. So, alright, so this one definitely, at least with my choice, it definitely favors having extra combat power. Alright. Have you, like, finished setting up your basics?
Up until the point where we
Start reading the rules, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so story summary: a new breed of rabble rousers calling themselves Fenris has emerged. They are menacing the people of Europa, and this is irritating the governments who have decided it's time to put these agents in their place. Set up the game as usual. The Vesna player uses the same home base location as their previous faction, retaining all mods, setup bonuses, etc. listed on their campaign log. Randomized player mats. Oh, that reminds me. So that remains the same. Brian, could you put me at 1, 2 combat power, please? I actually now do start with a combat card and a different amount of combat power.
Neat.
1 from there, 1 from I bought a setup bonus.
Roger Dodger.
Mm-hmm. You may play this episode with the airship and Doomsday Clocker backup plan. I just want to say that let's not use any resolution modules unless if the game like recommends it. You know, let's just stick with the
Fair
airship
enough.
and normal resolution. Gain all bonuses, earn setup bonuses. We've done that. Open box B. Okay, so box B is in this little thing over here. So these are tokens and items. These are boxes. So this is Rustviet, this is A, and this is B. So this is open up box B, and there we go. Okay. Well, put them over here for now. So open box B and place 1 Fenris agent, wooden worker, meeples, 8 total, on each tunnel and 2 on the factory. And while you're setting that up, I'm going to keep eating my Chicken Express I have here.
If you have any infrastructure mods, place them face up in your play area. We've done that. If you have any mech mods, we don't have those. And then, if desired, deduct 15 doll hairs from your wealth to purchase a perk to use in this game.
I don't have 15 doll hairs. Are you purchasing a perk?
I am.
Okay. What perk are you purchasing?
For this situation, I will purchase a workrar.
All right. When one of your combat units, characters, or mechs moves onto a territory containing Fenris agents, their movement ends. Before continuing to other movements and/or other aspects of your turn, you must attempt to subdue the agents. Draw and reveal one combat card per Fenris units on the territory. This is not combat. Lose your choice of any combination of power, coins, and/or popularity equal to the sum of the numbers on the combat cards drawn. If you can afford this cost, you must pay if you can. You successfully subdue the Fenris agents. Gain the Fenris combat cards and place the Fenris agents on your faction map. The agents will factor into the in-game bonus. This is not combat. It does not earn you a combat star. If you cannot afford the cost, pay nothing. Discard the Fenris combat cards, and return your unit to the territory from which it entered. You may not move a worker by itself into a territory containing Fenris agents, though your mech may transport workers as normal. Okay. And the rest is outcomes. Let me read the Automata special rules. Following any non-attacking move of any Automata combat unit, if there are Fenris agents on the territory of that unit, it will try to subdue them. If not, and there are Fenris agents in the neighborhood of the unit, it will try to subdue all of those on one territory. If there are multiple such territories, use the normal tiebreakers. When the Automata subdues Fenris agent, draw combat cards as described in the rules. If there are any power cards, 5 among them, the Automata loses. Otherwise, okay, so in other words, if it draws a 5, it loses, otherwise it wins. That's pretty much the way it works. Wait, do humans gain the combat cards? Because it says it doesn't gain those cards. Oh yeah, you do gain the combat cards if you win the fight. By the way, Brian. You there? Hello? Brian? You there, bro? You there, bro? This might be on my end, because I see you queuing up your microphone, but I don't hear anything. Let me double check something. Testing 1, 2.
1, 2.
Okay, I should be able to hear it. Let me just click this, click this. Alright, say something. No? Okay, let me see if any sound plays whatsoever. Open up a random YouTube video. Wonder if there is a random function to look up YouTube videos.
You know, I'm not one for talking.
Yep, I can hear stuff, so it's on your end, Brian. Have you crashed or something? Actually, now I think about it, he might be on the phone. He still hasn't said anything. You there, Brian? I mean, you're obviously there. Here. Do.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I just read the entire fucking Automa rules, and you couldn't hear me the whole time?
Nope, I was reading them to the audience. And then something
Neat.
caught my eye, and I wanted to make sure about something. And it's about then I noticed you weren't saying anything. But I read all the Automa rules, and then I noticed that the Automa quote doesn't gain combat cards, so I went back and read the what happens if you win. Turns out you do win the combat cards if you win.
Yes, we gain them,
Yeah, but not the Automa.
but we have to pay for them.
Yeah.
With power pop and
Coin. Power pop and coin.
All right, and our building bonus is on Gran and on Earl, and our airship is move 2, carry resources, allows when your character has an encounter on your airship's territory, you can choose an additional option on the encounter card, and before you engage in combat on your airship's territory, you may pay 1, 2, or 3 resources from this airship to reduce your opponent's power by 1, 3, or 5.
Yapper yapper.
Glad to hear that we're all a little bit Polania.
We're all just a little bit plenty. Actually, how does the AI ship work in this one? Bombard. The Automa ship initiates combat. Closest enemy combat unit, some base ignored. The Autonoma initiates combat in a territory adjacent to its airship. The airship moves onto the airship. So the airship doesn't move, but if he enables combat adjacent to the airship, he does move the airship onto it. Okay.
Well, no, the airship is going to move every time that the character moves.
Yes,
for a character move.
But what it is the airship itself doesn't get aggressive. It doesn't move until another fight starts on a later round. It doesn't move to fight. It doesn't actively plop itself on you.
Oh, it plops itself on you after a fight is initiated by another. Okay, and these numbers are just an example. The combat card determines whether it's a 1, 3, or 4. Wait, no, just 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, it just says you lose power equal to the number of combat cards, not as if it was that number of resources.
This cheaty AI just keeps finding new ways to cheat.
I mean, to be fair, that one's kind of a nerf. I mean, am I right? That one's kind of a nerf, right?
I don't follow.
Well, if those combat cards were resources, then he would actually gain more power. He would actually, hit us for more power. But
Yeah.
So it's kind of a nerf in that way. All right. What is your number?
My number is 4, and you are 2A, so you go first.
2A or not 2A? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the hearts of men to play Scythe like a badass. Interesting set of choices I have here. I'm thinking... Alright. I'm going to start with Produzione.
Oh, hold up.
What?
You need factory cards.
I already... Oh, I set that up. Okay, so it says first step, get the 4 you're going to have. Then get 3 more on top of that. Well.
Oh, are you getting coins?
Maybe.
I wonder if you're getting coins.
Actually forgot about the factory action. That might change the plan, Stan. Yeah, that's going to actually change the plan, Stan. I am not going to produce. Instead, I am going to do a move Accione, move my airship to this Villaggio. Move this singular worker up ahead to this Earl. And then I'm going to end my turn. Okay, so he is blue, so he moves a worker in a group faction. In a grouping fashion. No, he doesn't build a worker just yet.
No, he started with a worker.
Oh, that's right, he does.
I forgot to do that part of
He
the
also gets a
booping,
coin.
but
Did you give him the coin?
I did give him one more coin,
Okay.
and I gave him
Star.
this.
Well, he should be on normal, not easy, at the very least. We know that much for sure. Okay, so he moves a worker to group up.
So, worker there.
Then
Since
he does gain a
no
poor
river.
and a worker. So if you'll take care of the poor real quickly. And he gains star Progressione.
Alright, so I'm going to move this worker to Earl and me to there and end turn. Oh, actually, no, not in turn. I have my whole thing with Constructione of the build variety, and I will build a
You get to build for free.
on
Is
the
what
Earl.
you get to build for free.
Yes.
Is what it does. Yeah. Okay. What setup bonus did you get this time?
The extra worker.
Okay.
That's why I have 2 workers on my Starl.
Okay. Okay, so that's how I'll organize these to think about them. Okay, so now I am going to do the first of my factory actions. And that is to pay 2 coins to gain a popularity and to gain a building. The building I am going to gain is going to be my armory.
Your armory.
And the building is on oil or on Gran. Okay. Now for my move 2. I'll flip that factory card over because that factory card's done. I will move my character over here to this encounter, which I now get to choose 2 results out of. Art, look at the... Yes. Oh my god, yes. Okay. So.
Did you just gain 2 mechs?
Hold on a second. How does this work? Negate up to 2 lost popularity from 1 action or encounter. Yeah, so I pay $2 and 1 popularity to gain 4 metal and deploy a mech.
Neat.
So in terms of the turn, I paid $4 to gain a building, 4 metal, and a mech. Actually, hold on a second. Let me rethink that one. No, that's what I'll do. I'll pay the $2. Tabletopsimulator.exe is not responding.
Neat. I hope there's a recent autosave. I'm gonna go ahead and hit games.
I clicked wait for the program to respond in hopes that it would respond. The game could not handle my awesome start. Did you manage to get a save?
I'll
take that as a yes. I'm closing the program. Okay, well, that's a thing. Now you're going to have to start it considering you have the save.
Why are you taking that as a yes?
Because you said, I...
Well, I don't know what's going with our connection, but no, I didn't get it.
Okay, well, I will load up a recent autosave. And pray that it doesn't get aggressive with its you know. Please do not get aggressive with your scripting game. We were doing so well.
Alright, so I have moved and gotten a mine.
It got aggressive. It got fucking aggressive.
Okay, so these factory cards are still Gucci.
Yes, but the comic... Okay, hold on a second. I think I know of a way that we can do this. I'm going to load that. Okay, never mind. Okay, hold on a second. I know of a way we can do this, but let me... I think I have a way I could save this. But what I have to do is I have to get out of the game so it flushes its memory. Then I start it up, and while it's loading, I move all of the decks.
Okay, do you want to load into something else so that I can take the red seat so
I
that I
get
can...
get your butt in here. So here's what we have to do. We have to move the encounter deck, and we have to move the objective deck. And we
and the
and
factory and the
no, we
combat.
don't have to move the factory because we already you've seen that one was safe. The problem
Okay.
is the other decks, the combat deck, the objective deck. We can leave the objective deck alone. The combat deck and the encounter deck, like, still have the same like unique identifier in the background. And the game goes,
Right.
"Hey, wait a minute! This should be locked and hidden." Lock. So you ready? I'll get the encounter deck. You get the combat deck. Move them off of the location, and then alt right click to start like spamming the cards out. And is that way you can get a new like deck identifier type of a thing. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Got the encounter cards. Although they sort of fell through the table. Is it doing something weird for you too?
Is it standing on its end? Yes.
There we
All
go.
right, gravity just triggered.
Okay, hold on a second. I want you to take like 2 cards from the bottom. I'm gonna put them over here. Oh, they're safe. Glorious leader. Take us home. Okay. We'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I sure as hell hope I get the same fucking,
Encounter brew.
counter. We didn't fuck it up with us trying to fix it here. So, pay 2 coins, earn a popularity. Looks like the
I done booped it.
Yeah, gain the armor, because I shouldn't let future knowledge change my decision. And I move my hero 2 spaces over here to the encounter. And here's hoping.
No, it is not.
Hold on a second. I did mess with the top 2 cards, so if the second card is it, I'm going to say it was just because I accidentally fucked with the top 2 cards. You ready? Is that agreeable to you?
Sure.
No? Okay. So, how do you want to do this? Do you want me to put it back and shuffle, or do you want me to just shuffle what's there and just have this?
Up to you. I don't care.
We'll just do a reset on this. Do a reset on the combat deck as well. Okay. Alright, look at the... Okay.
Neat.
Actually, the worker is very useful. So, because my airship's there, I get to choose 2 results. So, I am going to do the pay 2 doll hairs to gain any 3 resources, and I'm going to pop my anti-popularity loss just to also gain a worker and 3 metal.
Neat.
So I get rid of my last $2. What? No!
What did... I'm not promoted, so I can't even attempt to hit save.
Oh my god. Okay. Why? Okay, well. Alright. Let's save it once more. But actually, before we save it, I'm going to load up the game really quickly because I think I figured out what's crashing it, and I have no clue why. So you know how if you have like a stack of coins, you alt right click to start like getting rid of the coins one by one until you're left with one coin, and then you're left with none, right?
Do you have an infinite stack of coins?
No, there's a stack of 2 coins. Like that stack I start with. That stack I start with as green. Whenever I alt right click it, and I'm gonna purposely try to crash this game here, just to see if it is indeed that or if it is something else. So don't worry about saving stuff, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, the table was also being very not solid. So the combat deck has fallen through the table.
And the table will eventually be solid again. That's all I have to say to that. And I guess we can save the objective cards while we're at it. Oh no, that might not be saved yet. You do have to make sure you do this. Okay, and it'll eventually all fall again when gravity takes over. Here you go. Here's that one card that was spamming through the table. Okay, so all right, Brian, look at what I'm doing here, all right? And tell me if I'm doing anything stupid. I pay 2 coins to build the building. And what's that? The objective card tells me to spend 2 coins. I have a stack of 2. Alt right click. Did I do anything stupid? Because it crashed again.
No. Neat. Okay, so you have found the bug of repetition.
Okay, well, I'm not going to alt right click that. I'm just going to manually move them off one by one from now on. I have no idea why that's causing a crash, though. That's stupid.
Neat.
So, I'll wait for you to join in, and don't forget we need to save the decks. So that way the scripting doesn't get them. And you definitely have to alt right click them, Brian, because otherwise it still has the deck identifier. You have to effectively make a new deck. You know?
Okay. I mean, the freaking table was intent.
You deal with it because they're still face down. How about that? Alt right click, not. I don't know what it is you're doing, but it's not that.
I was doing control.
All right, the decks have been saved.
Well,
Now we just gotta wait for gravity to trigger. Oh. I saw a coin floating through the table. Did you mess with my coins? Yeah, it looks like you did. Alright, so I have the stack of 2. This is the ultimate test. I'm now going to remove just 1 coin from this stack of 2. It works. Hallelujah. Alright, gravity is taken over again. We can now, once more, play this fucking game. Okay, right, so, as the one of the better Spider-Man movies of our time said, all right, for this time for the top, one last time. I'm pretty sure I fucked up that quote. Are you there, Brian?
Yeah, once again from the top.
Don't
So
do this
it
to me,
was
game.
indeed on the top.
Don't do this to me, game.
Okay, so you're paying one.
Okay, 1 pop, $2, and I'm getting rid of my 2 I don't lose 2 of that 3 population to gain 3 metal and a mech. That's the part that's guaranteed to happen. So 3 metal and a mech. It's obviously going to be a speed mech.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I gain 4 metal. Or no, wait, I was mixing it up with the other card. So I just gained 4 metal, deploy a mech. Okay, I was mixing up the other card.
Wow,
Okay.
so you're about to get to move and then deploy another.
Yeah, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, so. Okay,
I'm
so.
gonna laugh if it has you spend coins and you can't afford it, and you can't afford the pop option either. But you have 3 pops, so you're.
Yeah, anyhow. So he's not black, so he attempts an encounter move. He does the encounter move. And now he does an airship move where he moves. So let me see how this works here. He says territory automata combat unit closest to an enemy combat unit. So he aims for his own units.
Yep.
So he always aims for his own units whenever he does that nonsense. Okay, he gains a coin and star progression, and he's worth nothing.
Alright, I spam move. And eat the encounter. Art.look. Alrighty, I'm thinking I do not want a worker. So I will gain 2 food and.
Are you two going to propaganda that?
Yes, I'm going to use the sheep to trip up a passing mech and spend 1 pop to deploy. And of course, it is the speed mech. Wait, I actually don't need the speed mech.
Because you got a house already.
No, I want the speed mech so I can fact true. I can't afford to bottom row that wood, so your turn.
I will do the standard move action of the no duh and no shit variety. It will be carrying 3 metals with it, since we did determine we can spin the metals from the ship as if it was on a territory. We did determine that, right?
We did.
Yeah. And
Although, since you're not moving the mech, I don't really see the point in doing so, but okay.
because when this is over, there'll be 1 metal on the ship.
True facts.
Better 1 metal on the ship than 1 metal on the ground.
But you also could have just picked up 1 metal.
But I like to stack them, Brian. God. Alright. So, art. Okay.
It really wants to feed you tall me's.
Well, I guess I'm going to gain 2 food and a popularity And then I'm going to lose 2 popularity, so I just net 1 popularity for 2 food, 1 worker, and 3 metal. So 2 food, 1 worker.
And the 3 metal that you then spend.
Yeah, the 3 metal immediately becomes a... Oh, which teleport should I get?
If you got the Lake Walk one, you would be able to arrive at the factory via
Yeah,
Lake.
I see that. Yep. But then again, I have to deal with its nonsense of I have to deal with its nonsense. So let's get,
Physical?
yeah, it's gonna be one of my teleports. I know that for sure. I just don't know if it's gonna be your slightly nerfed teleport, or if it's going to be the Lake Walk teleport. You know. Okay, the way it works is your slightly nerfed one. From any village you control to either another village you control or an unoccupied village. The character's not really in a position to take advantage of that, is he?
No, your mech is, but your character
Is the
is
one that's
not.
important. Let's go. Let's go with the township teleport and not the. Not the. Well. I'm gonna biscuit for the risk it. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the Lake Walk teleport. So got the Lake Walk teleport. I earn 3 coins. This time it's a fresh stack, so I don't have to worry about the nonsense of that crashing the game.
Oh, please promote me.
You have been bro-moded, Brian. I'm gonna take care of the AI.
Alright, and I have made a backup save.
You're gonna have to make that backup save like every goddamn round, but okay.
Alright, you said you were taking care of the A.
I said you take care of it, but I guess I'll take care of it.
Alright, he attempts to fact tree, and he cannot, so he moves his...
Okay, now there was a note about him moving his character, right? Following any non-attacking move of any automata. Oh, even when he did this action here, so we might have to slightly rewind and do it when he originally moved here too.
Yes, we do.
If there are Fenris agents on the territory of that unit, it will try to do it. If not, in the neighborhood of that unit, it tries to do all of those on one territory. So the tiebreaker goes to here.
The neighborhood does not count while he does not have
he does not have
Riverwalk.
Riverwalk. Okay, so does he still not have Riverwalk? Good, so we don't have to worry about it this round either. And now I guess he just tries to threaten a combat unit. So
well, because neighborhoods, he still attempts to get close to factory, I think, or does he go further from factory?
No, I think he goes closer to factory because he can't. He literally can't threaten any unit. All units are infinite range from him. I don't even think he moves.
Okay, so he gains a worker and a coin.
And now he can Riverwalk.
Neat. So it sounds like I better eat those while I can.
Sure.
Alright, I continue spamming move. My mech goes there,
I
and
don't know why
then
you're prioritizing that one, but okay.
because I'm taking these two so that he can't get them.
Sure. I suppose. So he draws a dose. In other words, now you have to pay dose worth of resources, and you buy that card and the agent.
Yep. And then my Karak
And spend
for
Quattro worth of resources. Don't forget to grab the 4. I mean, you could leave it there if you want.
uh,
Yeah. Alrighty then. So now I am going to do this factory action, which I pay a popularity or combat power. I gain 3 coins, and as a result, my character can now move 1, 2, 3 spaces to the factory.
all
And
right.
just to be sure,
This.
just to be sure, I used this river or this lake because it has to be a factory.
Oh, you don't want to end up in that one, eh?
No, I don't want to end up in that 1B. Okay, so a total of 6 worth of resources. I spend 6 coins. And I'm going to take them off of that stack individually because I just got freaked out that I might crash the game. Even though it is a different stack. Anyway, I earn 2 of these guys. I also earn a factory card.
Oh, you used a factory action to get there.
Huh?
So, flippity doodah.
I mean, when it moves off, I'll do that. It's not that big a deal. God, it's so weird thinking about each of these cards like I'm only going to use them once.
Yeah.
Because now suddenly ones I don't normally take is like, well, if you're only using it once, it does have a pretty good utility. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I know which one I want. Yeah. Alright. Gaining this factory card. Okay. Let's see here. He groups his workers together.
He now has Riverwalk, so you have Lake Walk,
Yep. So that's
so he ends
threatened.
up here.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense to me.
All right, and you booped his power.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to trade for 2 grand.
All right. I am now going to move. Because, you know, you can teleport to the factory anytime you goddamn well please, anyways.
Oh, I can't teleport there yet.
You know, like, you have speed, and you have the ability to spam move. You could have gotten to the factory right then if you wanted to.
I could have, yes.
So, this is a standard move. That to that.
Airship to there.
I mean, I could.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. Polania's ability is.
So, I am by doing that going to drop off 2 of the Ptolemies and pick up 2 of the food, though. Because those Ptolemies are going away and the food's not. Art. Look at thee.
Oh, it looks like you get to gain 2 recruit. Oh, you can't do the $3 option.
Yeah, I can't do the $3 option. I mean, it looks like I have to do it the top bottom route. So, 1 popularity to gain $2 and 4 food, which is fine to me.
Neat.
Just say 4 food, right?
It did say 4 food.
Awesome. Awesome possum. So now I am going to spend these 2 Ptolemies and this Ptolemy to gain a mech, and I am going to gain my Teleportatione mech. The other Teleportatione mech, I mean. And 3 Gould.
Alright, the ILMAO
Alright.
would move a mech if he has one. Instead, he moves a worker in a unthreatened manner. I do not have Lake Walk, so that's neighborhood of 2.
There you go. Now he gains a mech. 2 Poor and Star Progression.
And he's worth 1 measly resource. Alright, I will now Duction. Two tall me's and an Earl, and I will spend 4 grand. To recruit the coin get on the poor.
Okay.
Gaining 2 coins.
Yep. I will tard. 1 coin equals. Let's go with 2 metal. 1 coin equals 2 metal. And a combat poor. And I wonder if I have the grands for the plans. Spoiler alert, I do. And I am going to gain combat poor. Alright. The A Almau, he can do a factory action, so he does. And he only has 1 combat unit, so the airship will end his ass up over here.
And he's not in the neighborhood of any of these assholes.
Nope. I went ahead and gave him his randomized card. He earns another mech. And he earns star progressions. And it is your turn.
Alright, I trade for 2 Earl spinning. And I'm a booping the move and a cheapening the deploying.
Okay. Yeah, why not? This is a 2-star round. This is a 2-star turn. So, I put it to move. I'm going to move the airship, but I'm going to start by switching out what is in the airship to the Grand there. So the airship goes Chaw to the factory because he has no other combat unit whatsoever. Yeah, okay. And I go Chaw to the factory. I'm starting to regret that decision. I thought about the repercussions.
That you might not actually be able to ass his kick.
No, I would be able to ask this kick. It's not that. It's that you afterwards will, you know, be the Hoover of the vacuum variety.
Oh, fuck. I did not see that he was worth 4.
Yep.
Do you mind?
Come on, dude.
But he's worth 4.
I mean, if you go fight him, just know that fully well I can easily come over there and ask your kick.
No, I wasn't going to fight him. I was going to come to this worker and Shrek it.
What did you do?
But then I don't have enough. I traded so that I could move more shit.
Yeah.
But it would have been a much better turn had I noticed that he was worth 4 resources to move action.
Yep. Well, let's see. It was on trade, so let me think about this. If I attack him, that leaves me open.
I mean, do you mind if I go back to Shrek him instead of doing what I did?
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to undo a lot of shit.
I get a coin back. I unguard that. I move. I do have sped mech, right? I move, and I move, and I resolve that. Say 3. I'll spend 3 coins. You know what? I'll spend 3 power.
Okay.
Oh. Haha. I will spend 3 pop and then not lose for shrekking him.
Sure. Don't forget to grab your agent.
No, I was just double checking that I had indeed used communist prop.
You have.
And over here, I'm going to gain 3 wood and and put that Earl back. Well, that Earl got brought over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, encounter.
You don't have one.
You're right. I don't have one. Okay, so now 3 wood.
Wow, look at you trying to cheat the system, bruh.
Gain 2 doll hairs, and I will build my monumental occasion over here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You done?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
done now.
So, thanks for making this easy on me. So, second verse, same as the second verse, except for a different target. So, hi, Brian.
Uh-huh.
You know, via the lake. 1-2.
Right, and I don't have any asshole mech abilities right
Yep.
now.
Yep. And you don't have any power either.
Neat.
Whatever. As I throw 3 grand at your face. I go, take that. All right, I am ready.
As am I.
Hey, look at that. I maxed out.
Hey, look at that. I played a 4 just in case you didn't max.
Yeah, I played a total of 5. See you later, asshole. Oh no, I lost a pop. I'm at 0 now. Whatever, pick up your order. Ah, dude, thanks for the oil. Can I upload that to my airship now?
No,
Yeah,
your
it has to be
movement
when it
is
moves, yeah.
complete.
Alright, anyway, I got 3 Sturl, and that is going to be both a combat star and a mech star.
Neat.
So I gain 3 coins. 1, 2, 3.
I would say I clearly should have gone for a different tunnel, but lake teleports. And oh my god, why do you have so many teleports?
That was a pretty good draw to have all these teleports, honestly. um yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep piling up my mechs on this one spot because
Seems
reasons.
legit.
Seems legit, yeah. Alright, got both my mech star, got my combat star. I think that's all I can get out of that turn, so let me double check something here. Okay.
Of the discount variety?
Oh. Oh my god! It's a 3-star turd!
Neat. That is the true fact.
Holy shit! That was a little bit more effective turn than I thought it would be, Brian.
And you haven't even used your free list yet.
No, I haven't.
Oh, wait. I'm going to force you to burn your cavalry too.
Okay, well.
I mean, fair enough, right?
Sure. Because it was in that situation where you could do that. That truth is truth. Okay. Well, things I guess are looking up. That was a effective turn. I don't think I've ever had a 3-star turn in this game.
I think I've won a battle and scored a control objective and then bottom road as Saxony.
Yeah, but that's Saxony. Anyway, technically, a Saxony could do, if they plan it outright, 2 battles, 2 objectives.
3 battles, 2 objectives, and a bottom row.
Yeah, like they could boss it out. They group up the workers.
So, asshole
He has to take this one.
there.
Like that's the tiebreaker.
Okay, and here is adjacent to 2 and not adjacent to an asshole.
Yep.
And everywhere else is also 2. But here is also 2. And since it's on red, it's here.
Okay. Now it's on yellow. Very rarely. That's a rare move to have a 3-star turn. I like it.
You know, what's even worse about that is I didn't need to move anywhere for you to do that because literally every territory is a space away from a. Oh,
I need it to be
no, you
inlet
couldn't
for
go
that.
lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did need it to be that one. I should have gone for this Earlden.
No, you were trying to stop me from getting one, which makes sense.
No, I needed to get on an Earl or farm for building, and
okay.
I just saw the farm.
I don't know why we have these guys upside down.
Raisins.
It is your turn, by the way.
All right, so now I'm and I'm going to stare into darkness to Sturl is my up guard.
All right. I too am going to stare into darkness. I'm going to gain a combat pure because I've unlocked that. I am going to use my free enlistment to enlist for free. You know, because that's kind of how it works.
Mm-hmm.
That earns me 2 coins, that earns me a combat card, and that also earns me... Let's go with... Let's go with upgrading... Okay, let's go with... I don't know which one I want to enlist, actually. Let's do a pretty decent one to actually get me a return on investment here. And by the way, in case you couldn't tell, I wasn't expecting to get that objective. I had actually forgotten about them until that moment. Just an FYI.
Right, and you just had no other choice of where to place it.
That one unit, yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah. So, he's trying to attack a vulnerable worker, which I don't think he has the option to.
Nope,
no, does
he's
he have
not
6
in the
combat power?
neighborhood of...
Does he have 6 combat? No, yeah, he does have 6 combat power. No, he tries to do a default attack. And if he can't do a default attack, he'll attack a vulnerable worker.
So, he is not in the neighborhood. Nope, he Shreks me.
Yeah, he's going to come to Shrek you, and he's going to move this little guy over here.
Okay, and he initiated
Well, no, that guy doesn't move there. He didn't initiate combat in the neighborhood of that.
Oh, that's how that works?
Yeah, it has to be in the neighborhood of the airship.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, he's going to initiate combat on you. What do you play? I mean, just a combat card is whatever you're going to play, but what do you play? A dose?
Nah, I'm gonna play a 3 just in case he only plays a dose.
Okay. Well, he is playing at least 2 combat cards, so by default you fail. His power is 10. So he spends 7, and he uses his only combat card.
Neat.
So he's looking pretty low too, at the very least.
I can't believe how bad I'm doing as breastfeed right now.
Are you regretting that switch to your move action, Brian?
I mean, I got to build a building.
I don't know. I would be regretting my switch to the move action because, like...
Yeah, because that was actually risky for you to make that fight.
And then when you moved away, it was worth it. But then I realized that I could just guarantee a fight against you because you're human and therefore play by the rules. Oh, you're deploying, so I get a coin?
Yep. And I now have my fact tree met.
Yay. I'm not saying you're gonna need it, but I think you kind of need it. Um. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay. I am going to... I am going to do the factory action that gets me... two... No, it gets me 3 coins.
Neat.
And I'm gonna finally start moving some assholes out. So, let's see here. You don't have your... You have your teleportation... Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine when it comes to that. So, I am going to take this mech with these 2 workers and go 1 into a lake, 2 to another lake, 3 to this town.
Neat.
And that sounds good to me. Alright, so let's see what this guy's doing. He's asking for 2, so I will spend that 2 in coinage. And I gain this dose, and I gain him, thank you. Alright, he is going to attempt an encounter or factory action. He can attempt an
He can
encounter.
take an encounter. And that fuck! That means he's not on there as well.
And the airship, okay, so it teleports here because it's closest to this mech, which is its closest enemy unit.
That is correct.
Okay, he earns a worker, he earns a combat card, he needed it, and if you've enlisted, you get to enlist. He has now earned his first generic star. We need to roll 2 dice. Infrastructure mods, triumphs tracks, alliance tokens. Here we go. Roll these 2 dice. He rolled a 3, so 1, 2, 3. He got his house star.
Neat. All right, I'm going to get back on the board. A 1, a 2, a mech, a Tahoo. That's 3. I will pay the 3 coinage.
Okay.
All right, now what shit did you leave me with?
I don't know. It depends on what the AI took. And the AI didn't take a bad one. Just to let you know, this is what the AI had.
Oh, neat. Considering where I'm at it in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And the last one was the housing one, right? No, is that one? Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked at that one. I was like, man, it's an awesome one, but that's one that's like really terrible if you only get to use it fucking once. You know?
I mean, it's great if you have exactly one mech to build.
Yeah. So, just to let you know, I only have one factory card remaining. Because I'm sure that was weighing heavily upon your soul. Okay. Alright. So I am going to do a move action. This mech is going to move 2 spaces across the river. Yeah, 2 spaces to get to here. Now it stops its movement, it reveals the card. It is a 3. I will coinage the spend. And I earn that 3. That was the first move. Okay. I do have one more move to do, and I just don't know which one I want to do, so I'm sorry, Brian. I could attack you. That is an option. I could go for a no 2 options about it encounter token. Which that's not a bad idea. It's not like you're worth resources. And the AI is worth none. Good job, AI. Good job for being pointless this round. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. I think that's going to get me something better than attacking you right now.
Neat. So bottom row is not an option.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily want a building in that location and
No,
aren't
but
close
a
to a
building
building.
is a building. Like, don't get me wrong, a building is, I get to do something better. And considering it the state of the game I am actually in, I will pay $3 to gain my mill there.
Oh, I wonder what your next action is and if it will result in a star.
I doubt it. I don't know. The spoiler alert. I need more than 3 workers out there to star max out my shit. So shut up, Ryan. Stop playing me better than me. I actually forgot about that. Does he have 1 combat power? He will attack somebody.
Well, he can't. No! Why? Why?
God damn. Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry, bro. He'll earn that coin. You haven't got recruitment, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so. Yep. He's attacking you.
Alright, I'm gonna play a 4.
Man, your hand must be filled with good shit. How much combat power does he have?
0 to
plays
7,
1.
so he plays 1.
Wow. He
Oh,
was stupid.
oh, I feel so good.
He was stupid. God damn.
That is a combat stare fed directly to me.
Yeah, yes it was. It's your turn.
Rest of his stuff
I already
dot
did it.
do.
I already did it.
Okay. All right. Much feeling better about myself. All right, I will now factory gain Riverwalk mech and a power, and now max power. Shupus's to ass his kick. Get out of my swamp.
Wait a minute. I didn't think you could teleport to things that other people
I
can go.
river walked with
Okay.
3
Okay.
moves.
Sorry, I just saw you drop it there. Like, ha! I was like, oh, wait a minute. Something's wrong here.
Yeah. And
Either go for his character or go for the not character.
well, would his character, does the airship work
It's
on
only when
defense?
he attacks. It's only when he attacks. And even if it did work on defense, it would affect that territory because it does say something about adjacent territories. So, just
All right, I'll kill his character then.
to him, it doesn't matter. Character's a character, It's still just a combat unit to him. All right, you ready?
7.
You're playing Smevin. He is playing
2 plus
2
2
plus 2
cards.
So he is playing his whole hand. 6. Lucky.
Good thing I was only overpaying. And he was worth 2 resources, which will be 2.
Do you immediately spend those steel? No, those aren't different action. Okay.
No. And that is a combat star, and I'm not feeling so awful
Did you
anymore.
lower yourself by 2? I didn't touch your star. Okay.
I have now.
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, okay. 2. Yeah, I mean, I might as well, since you actually pointed it out to me, get a star this turn by doubling my production. So, I get... literally last second, Like, my plan was just to do that over a few turns, Brian, so the fact that you reminded me that that existed, thanks. Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome.
I'm only gonna move it like that. So, yeah, that's a worker star.
And you don't have wood for your...
No, I do not have wood for that. So, it is now the A. Elmau's turn. He groups his workers together.
That's adjacent to 3 and not assholed. And here is assholed, so he goes...
I've done the rest of his turn.
Alright, I have 0 coins now. You gain a coin.
Oh, thanks for the deployment.
And I gain my mech.
Right. Okay, he's only worth 1 resource. But considering I'm at 0 popularity, it's worth it. So I'm going to move this mech right here, leaves a worker behind and goes 1 space to here. Wait, we can't leave workers behind, can we? On lakes.
On lakes, no.
Okay. Well, okay. Then this is how I'll do it. And this will be similar levels of man spreading, I guess. So this mech right here on my space that totally accidentally came with 3-star space goes 1 to the lake, 2 out of the lake, kills off this worker, earns me a tall me. That was my first move. Yeah, my second move is lock down this mill. Yeah. Is my character with the Earl, the Essential Earl, moves to the factory and attacks you, bruh. So before combat, I do have to tell you I'm doing this, I guess. I pay 2 power, but that allows me to play an additional power card. But you don't have a worker there, so you don't have your asshole, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Alright. Ready am I.
Alright, I'm also ready.
Okay.
I played 3.
I played 10. in the form of 2 5s. So
That's
a Kumbet
pretty
star.
cool story, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a Kumbet star. And I have 3 Ptolemies. And that earns me 4 coins.
And me 1 coin.
Yes, but me 4, you 1. I won in that situation. Let's be fair.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, so he does not have 8 combat power, does he? No. So he groups his workers together. Right?
Yeah, I'm here.
And you're on.
So he picks up this one, and Groupon would be putting it right back where it is because there's assholes everywhere.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, so he is worth 2 resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not the ability to ass's kick as good as I want to, I think. Because I can only move 2 units. Ah, I am standing on a mine. So I am able to do this Shatali. So I man spread that and lose a and gain 2 wood. I man spread that and lose a pop. And I'll gain a wood and a wood and a wood. And then I shall spin that wood, gaining 2 coins, and build a puppy mill on the Villaggio.
Okay. I am going to do quite officially in the utmost possible way my last possible factory action. And I am going to man spread like the law. 1, 2, 3 says I should.
I'm surprised you didn't take all the areas that are furthest.
Why do that when I can be in your grill?
Because fuck you, that's why.
But I think a slightly more effective one to do is this one. because of the way I work.
He's learning to think with portals.
I am learning to think with portals, yes. Yeah. And that was my factory action. He's not purple, so he moves a mech in a threatening manner. Well, he only has one mech to pick up, and I think that's the only destination because it's close to the factory. Oh, wait, tie. Tie.
Yeah, these two are tied, and from across the board, I'm pretty
They're
sure
both the
that they
same.
are
So it
still
goes
tied.
to this one, and it goes to the one on the right.
And then it goes
here.
there.
Then he gains his character back, and we gain a mech coin if we got it.
And we do. All right. Risky business. I'm Duction of the Proing.
Really?
Of the double.
Mm-hmm. 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 All right. I am going to both stare into darkness. And I am going to get rid of this essential oil. And these two essential oil I traded for a long time ago. The up guard. Oh, let's do the AI. Now let's double check his star progression. He only has 2 star progression. Yep. Okay, he groups his worker, gains a combat card.
Okay, so he is able to place it in these two spots. So this one.
Oh wait, it doesn't go to that one because of tiebreaker. It goes to that one because that's the best spot.
Correct.
And we gain a coin if we've unlocked it.
Yep, I got my coin for that, and he's now worth dos. All right, now that I have man spread like the law says I should. Fuck. Okay. I'm going to move. Doing 2 moves. So that's 1 move. And the other move is that I don't think I can ask your kick. So I'll just get to this right there.
Okay.
So movement is done. Now I spend 3 wood. To gain my building
I
stair.
have to say, the turning point was when he gave you that fucking victory. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so there is that.
Yeah. You done? Alright, I am going to Tard. It's going to gain me a combat poor. It's going to gain me 2 grand. 2 grand equals 2 gold. And popularity. And combat card. Okay, he is blue, so he groups his worker.
And he didn't have one on the map?
Nope. So with a tiebreaker goes to purple, still equidistant, then it goes to black, still equidistant, then it goes to green, therefore it's the one on the right from my perspective.
So, yep, and then it goes right back where it is.
Yeah, but now it's at red.
Yep.
And yep.
Alright, I'm going to bowl state. And I am going to spin 2 tall
To gain the fake recruitment.
to gain 3 gold.
Yeah, and I gain 1 gold. Yay! Okay, so now I man spread like the law says I should. Okay, so this mech goes 2 spaces into this lake. This mech moves. Getting 1 more behind. This mech moves. Uno. Nose. And I have 1 more move, believe it or not.
I don't believe it.
Ripley's, believe it or not.
Okay, so you man spread that worker or that worker.
Now, that is a thought. Or I can anti-man spread you.
That's a fact.
I think I'm just going to go for the easy route and play defensively.
How is it? How is the one you picked up from there going anywhere but these 2?
Yeah, it's playing defensively, dude. I was just seeing if there's anything else I wanted, like if I wanted to move something else. Goddamn. Goddamn. Anywho, yeah. That is movements because he is not worth fighting. It'd be different if he was worth fighting. I would be feel happier.
Not worth fighting for?
No, he's not worth fighting for. Now he's worth fighting. He does not have 5 combat power, so he attempts to attack a worker of the vulnerable variety, of which he has a target.
Fuck you, game.
I think he prioritizes moving the character in this case.
And I don't even have a mech at home.
Mom, we have mechs at home. Mechs at home. Barren wasteland. Yeah. He attacks a vulnerable worker, and I think that's his only choice. Just make sure I didn't leave him a space to. You know, we have to make sure here. Was that his only choice?
Yeah, that was his only choice.
Yeah. He earns his last mech and a coin, and he earns another star. He goes on the second space available. He earned a mech star. And yep. So now what? He ends his turn.
I continue the stare into darkness.
Okay. I end the game.
Fuck, I was 2 more turns from ending the game.
Not that it matters, but I draw my card as a just in case. Ooh, my combat poor is just in case. Yep, and I get 2 coins from this. Okay. Brule Storico. So now we get to look at the outcomes, eh? Although governments were now paying handsomely for the capture or killing of the Fenris agents, they have proven difficult targets, not impossible by any means, but strong enough to be a nuisance. Still, nations gradually drove them back. It began to look as though Fenris might be eliminated in the near future. The continued progress against Fenris helped the citizens relax and feel safer than they had in months. Vinca still remained cautious, but the nations of Europa felt confident in their successes against the Fenris threat. Episode rewards. You ready? Record the victory if you won. Stars and coins, blah, blah, blah. So, first step is record the victory.
So we need to tally our totals,
Yeah.
given you definitely won.
It actually might be pretty close. I was kind of afraid that you'd beat me.
I have less territories and less stars, so I'm pretty confident that I did not.
I have 18 coins. Okay, territories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jesus Christ. I desperately need to go to the restroom, so be right back. Alright, let me double check my territories because I was kind of in a rush there. 1, 2, 3.
How can I hold all these territory?
I'm counting 16 now. Can you double check?
I counted 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Oh, what? Okay, so 3 here. Don't forget about this worker that's still over all the way over here.
Oh, I did not see that.
I keep.
Yeah, 16.
Okay, I'll just believe that because I keep getting different numbers, which is kind of pissing me off. I don't have any resources, right? I spent all mine. Yeah, I spent all mine. Fair enough. Damn. Did you calculate?
Yeah, I mean, you had more of every.
Did you calculate? I honestly, I think I like this race. I mean, I don't like how it's always random. You're not going to be able to rely on what you get, but I like the ability to somehow, pick and choose the best of what you got. Somebody sent me a text message. Nobody sent me a text message. It was a very annoying app. Okay, so after we calculate out blue,
That was just such fuck you at the very last second.
he did not earn much at all. So he's at 66. Oh, lock it
He
down.
is
Lock it down.
at order 66.
Okay. 66. All right, here we go. For every 2 Fenris agents you subdued, round up, increase a setup bonus on your campaign log by 1, observing the limits of power and popularity. That's pretty good. Okay, so I earned 4 Fenris agents, and you earned 3. In other words, going for that
I also earned 4, bud.
Hold on a second. I swear I
There
earned
were
one
8
more.
on the whole map.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, we each got.
So we each get a 2. We get 2 setup bonuses effectively. So I'm gonna max out my poor setup bonus since I already had 1 in there.
Okay, I'm gonna bump my pop by 2.
Yeah, so you're gonna go for the pop bonuses, eh? Don't forget to lock your. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Add the mod tokens you did not unlock in 2A/B, either mech mods or infrastructure mods, from the punch board to the general supply. Read the rules for that mod type, page 67, and make these tokens available. Alright, so mech mods are now available to the general supply. So we have infrastructure and mech mods. So
Neat.
now we got to read the rules for how mech mods work before we continue on with this thing. Because if anything, legacy games have told me, and this is semi-legacy, do everything exactly as it tells you to do, and it'll make sense, Mech mods are persistent developments, blah, blah, blah. Purchasing mech mods, 50 coins each. At the end of each episode, after adding any coins earned to that game, use your total wealth to purchase mods. Each player randomly draws 2 mech mods from the general supply and may buy them. Players all draw, then make their purchasing choices simultaneously. When drawing mech mods, discard any duplicates from, the same rule as the infrastructure, right? Purchase any or all the newly drawn mech mods at a cost of 50 coins each. You may choose not to buy either mod. Unpurchased mods will return to the general supply. You're limited to a total of 6. Remember, the purpose of your wealth is to buy mods, perks, etc. Your total wealth will not factor into winning the Campaign. Using mech mods. During setup, you may choose to replace mech abilities on your faction map with your mech mods. Set aside any extras, which include all of your mods. You are not required to use them. Certain mech mods have a symbol to indicate they cannot be used against non-player units. After an episode begins, you may not reorganize your mods for the current episode.
So you can't hot swap them.
Yeah. So, mech mod clarifications. Armor. The attacker decides which card to discard for armor. Feint. After adjusting your combat dial, you must be able to pay the new power total. You do not pay the original amount. So, how about we get these ones out so we can look at them and know what's up here. So, get armor, feint, stealth, and tactics. Armor, feint, stealth, and tactics.
Tactics is the one that you already have from
Stealth.
random.
Yeah, stealth is the
You
one.
said scout?
Stealth. Stealth. As in steel, TH.
Yeah, for some reason, shit's upside down for me.
So, armor. During setup, the attacker decides which cards before combat. An attacking opponent must discard one combat card. You gain that much power. So, if we had this and you attack me, you decide a card to discard, but I gain the power. So ideally, you're losing 2s, and that symbol is like a no shit. It can't be used against an A. Right?
Right.
Feint. After adjusting your combat dial, you must be able to pay the new power total. You do not pay the original amount. After combat dials are revealed, you may turn yours left, right, 1 space.
So you can min-max.
Yeah, you can undersell it and pray that you succeed. Got it. Okay. Stealth. If you use stealth and another ability, speed, factory card, etc., to move through a territory where you would normally initiate combat, force workers to trigger a token penalty, you completely ignore everything on that territory. Okay.
Neat.
I mean, that kind of it just clarified that it works the way we think it does, right? Like I don't think that was ambiguous when I'm reading this ability.
Yeah, but I think that it still stops for other reasons.
Well, there was that one
Like
that stops it for that. Assuming we got it earlier, it does stop it whenever we go to the factory. Because remember, it said like you stop no matter what and do the factory shit.
Right,
So,
and other game-specific stuff.
yeah. So before combat, you may pay 2. So this clarifies this: limited to once per combat. Fair enough. I didn't think it could be used more than once per combat. I'm just going to be honest here.
Yeah, me neither, since none of the other ones can.
But hey, you got to make the rules at least a little bit idiot-proof, I guess.
Right, and then Feint was clarifying that you pay the amount that it is afterwards.
Yeah, like in other words, when you both play the original cost and adjust it, you have to be able to pay. You know, you can't do something that's impossible for you to do. You have to, whenever you switch it, you have to pay an additional one. I think is what it's just saying. After just a combat value, you must be able to pay the new power total. You do not pay the original amount. So if you're at 5 and you only have 5 left, you can't up it to 6.
Right. Okay, you can't just up your combat dial even though you couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
But if you downgrade your combat power, you do get it refunded.
Well, to be fair, when you pay it is after combat, so I think that's just a clarification of a difference of how we play it and how the rules actually state is supposed to happen. Anywho, we've read the rules for mech mods. Following the standard mod rules, each player draws 2 of each mod type, 4 total tokens from the supply, and may purchase them $50 each. As a bonus, the game winner draws plus 1 mod of either type for a total of 5 mods to choose from. So I'm the game winner, therefore I get more choices. Put the mech mods in there, scuffle them up. And let's just take care of the AI first. So the AI has enough to pay for 1. What is his 4th upgrade?
Where is that noted?
It's earlier in the AI section. Oh no, it's in the mod upgrade section at the very bottom. That's where it is. So he's now getting his 4th upgrade, whatever his 4th upgrade is.
Okay, Star Tracker plus 1.
Okay, so now he has a total Star Tracker plus 2.
Wait, hold up. Mod benefit table. The mod benefit gained by the automata depends on the type of the mod and how many of that type have been gained.
Well, yes, but it always says he buys infrastructure mods first.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, you just go down that list. So
all right, so he buys
Well, I
Star
mean,
Tracker
I
+1.
yeah, I guess if he can't buy infrastructure mods, he does start on the other track, but whatever. It's not that big a deal. So now his total
You're,
Star Tracker is +2, and so I gain. So grab scuffle. I gain 2 infrastructure and 2 max. Let me get rid of these combat cards. Okay. Let's make sure I. Okay, hold on a second. I've got to flip out the auto machine. I got to. Oh shit! I just drew 2 of the exact same shit I already had. Draw 2. Okay.
are you done having to
Yeah, I'm done
scuffle
having
those?
to switch those out, and now I got to decide if I'm going to get an extra one of which type. I am going to gain 1 additional mech mod.
Oh, and you also only have the money to buy 1.
Yep.
Crap. That drew 22 instead of 2 for me.
Okay. Well, wrong one. Wrong one. There wasn't 22 in there. There was 21 in there, but. I think. Let me just double check the mech mods. Yeah, okay. Scuffle them all up. Okay.
Okay, that was 2 copies of Cavalry.
Which you already have, so just set them to the side, draw your things again.
Also duplicate.
No. Spies in the game. Remember, we said.
I had 2 spies in my
Oh,
hand.
you actually got to show what you're trying to buy. So that's where the confusion is.
Yeah, okay. I had 2 spies.
Yeah. So you have a spy and recruitment office. Do you already have a recruitment office? Okay. Containing 1 of your. Is that a teleport?
It is a teleport to building.
Okay. Fair enough. Just because I have some slight future knowledge, next game 5, your teleport to factory is going to be nerfed. Just FYI.
Yeah, I figured by the box
Saying
that
3 and
contained
5.
that said
Yeah.
3 and 5.
Yep. Okay, so I can only buy 1 of these. I gotta say, the ability to retreat to territories I control sounds pretty good.
Only for mechs though. Well, mechs and characters.
Mm-hmm.
Undefended workers are still dead.
Well, yeah, but if the workers are there, I can bring them with me. Huh. That's an interesting card right there. Or an interesting mech mod. This one.
I'm surprised you wanted an extra. Well, I guess that
I'm
gets you
running
consistency.
I'm running out of infrastructure mods to begin with. You know.
Yeah.
But yes, mech mods give me consistency. They always give me, like, I can guarantee that if I buy regroup, I could have it in every game despite whatever I randomize in my Vinces. Best knows, I mean. Much better put these back into the box before I forget.
Wow, interesting, but just kind of
situational, because like either
yeah.
like the way you and I play, either we go full in on buildings or we don't. So that one just doesn't seem like it's worth the time. Now, if we were playing in like a 4-player game, there might be a very high chance that there's a building somewhere out there, you know?
Right, but at the same time, the buildings are like on the factory between these encounters. They're like in very specific places where there may or may not even be combat units.
Oh, God. Okay, I think I'm going to go for an infrastructure upgrade because I think those are just going to be more solid than the ones that I drew here. So I am going to gain assembly line.
So you're going to have a free mech and a free
Recruit.
enlist.
Yeah.
Neat. I am going to buy nothing. Good day, sir, because I would rather buy a perk. Slash, these aren't very good.
You don't like what you drew? Fair enough. Okay, so this one
Yeah,
goes to
I don't like what I drew.
This one, like, it's just as it is right now. I think I'm just gonna max out my infrastructure mods and then focus on mech mods. Plus, I already have enough to buy a perk anyway, so.
Yeah, I'm literally $1 short of buying a perk.
Oh, I forgot to
If
mark
I
my.
bought
I
that.
forgot to mark my stars. Could you mark the AI LML stars?
That's mech building and combat.
Yeah, mech building and combat. Mech. Enlist. Man, I really need to get on that building star. Worker. Objective. Brew.
So he's gotten
Combat.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Brian, help me out here.
9 cards.
Actually,
He's gotten 9 stars in 4.
yeah, we've been kicking his ass
4
pretty hard. Honestly, I'm gonna double check something for the Triumph log. Am I forced to, if I get 2 combats, to put them as far up as I can? Because otherwise, I think I could have rearranged it to have gotten better overall in terms of like completed column first.
I'm pretty sure you can only fill 1 column per.
You may only check a star for a given Triumph once per episode. Every time you complete a row or column, you unlock 25 into campaign bonus. No, I guess each combat is actually a different marker. So if you place on the right one, you have to X off the one on the right, which I think that means, Brian, the first game you marked the one on the right and not the one on the left, because I don't think you got that one. So I think you actually have to switch this one around.
Between the 2 combat stars?
Yeah.
You being serious?
I think so. I think that's.
I mean, the way we normally do it is we just always mark the left one first.
Yes,
but let's
for the first game,
let's just effectively do it that if we scored 2, we have to mark 2 different ones, and if we scored 1, it's
it's like the one on the left less. Is the no. If it's the one on the left, it has to be this one. If it's the one on the right, it has to be this one. That
okay,
seems to be what the rules are hinting at.
Right. Okay. So we put them on the right one when we have less shit on the right one. Would be how you would strategize it instead of just always putting it on the left one when we place our stars up.
Oh, I'm talking about the first game. You got the one on the right, but you didn't get the one on the left. That's what I'm talking about. Because there was an influence open. But whatever, doesn't matter. Honestly, if we play the campaign again, we'll fix that for next campaign. You know, it's not that big a deal. All right. Have we? I think we've done all the setups that we can do for a total of 5 mods to choose from. Yep. Okay, so yeah, let's start cleaning up our nonsense. Okay, wait, let's put these in there first. Put the, okay. And, are we gonna play another game tonight, or should I just go ahead and save it?
No, let's play another game. It's only 9:20,
Alright.
and
Copy.
my performance was quite lack.
So in other words, you're feeling like I did that other time. Games.
Yeah, I was only 2 more actions away from ending
What would you
it.
have gotten? You'd have had to gotten like 2 at once, I think.
No, I was 2 actions from getting it because I was gonna hit my combat star and simultaneously score an objective right here.
Ah.
With
You
the
got the one
14.
be powerful but non-popular. You got that one?
Correct.
Yeah. I hate doing that one, to be honest. Wait, before we click airship or not airship, let me read. So let me go ahead and let me record an outro this time first. So thank you all for watching on YouTube. We stream these games at twitch.tv/KilledWithStyle. We are very open to the public joining into our games. If you want to, into the doobly-doo, there'll be a bunch of there'll be a link for you to join in our Discord. That's where we usually organize our games. I'll see you guys later.